it across the body and has missed that goal. So the first score of the second quarter. It is off the boot of Alistair Woods, 2 goals, 1 off his boot, 3-4-22 Bannockburn. They lead Corio 1-2-8. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard has taken 2 minutes.
He was in a dangerous spot then, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, he doesn't miss too many of them. I think it's Osekas to bring the ball back into play. He goes short and wide to the back pocket. Cornwall takes the mark. Goes back with Woods on the mark. Back pocket for the Corio side. Looking to go wider again. Kicks the ball out beyond the half-back line, and Kane Hayes runs to the ball, takes the mark. He's on the true half-back line now, but looks to bring the ball back inside. Finds Ford. Ford's taking the mark and plays on again. Another short kick for Potter. Potter now at the true centre half-back position. That's 4 kicks, but they're just inside 50. He plays on. Comes wide back to the broadcast side of the ground. Chips over the top, and we've got Laurie with the ball. He takes the mark, plays on, goes by hand back to Jed Potter. Takes a one-handed bounce, then goes forward, kicks towards the centre half forward position. Over the top, and Bingham's taken a mark just inside the 50-metre zone. Dave Gibbs stands the mark. Dan Gibbs, sorry, stands the mark. And Bingham to go back and have a shot for goal, but he's short passed off. And Gundry, 20 metres out, nearly directly in front. In a good position to score Corio's first goal for the quarter.
Pretty poor defence, Laurie, by Bannockburn. Dale?
Yeah, no, it was. They took a long time to react to that. Troy Gundry, be only 10, 15, or probably 15 metres out, nearly directly in front, and he just tips the ball straight through the middle. And Gundry for the Corio side kicks their first for the quarter. They move to 2 goals, 2. They trail the Bannockburn side 3 goals, 4. Travelled 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, second quarter Raiders bingo scoreboard.
Yeah, well, sometimes, Dale, I think you assume you get the guy's going to have a shot on goal, but you shouldn't leave a guy that calibre. He's probably been one of their best forward, I think. You don't leave him on his own.
Been a prolific goal kicker over years, hasn't he?
And I think Brett Chudy would be a bit disappointed with that.
So the ball moves back towards the centre of the ground. 4 minutes gone in this second quarter. And I guess, Laurie, the tempo of the game hasn't improved yet, so we need to get a spark from somewhere.
Yeah, it'll come, I think.
So umpire McMaster puts the ball in the air. This time Scott dominates there. Comes down, Lewis picks it up. Clark picks it up. Doesn't go anywhere. Umpire said we'll have a repeat performance. Still almost within the centre circle. And we haven't had a clearance yet. Now the ball in the air again. Neither ruckman get a clear tap down. This time the handball comes out for Bannockburn, looking on centre wing there for Campbell. He can't control it. Gibbs. Where's he handball? Straight to Barry O'Toole. He crashed his way through the pack and made sure the umpire saw that he was tackled high over the shoulder. Not without a chance in normal conditions, Barry O'Toole. The man on the mark's at 50. And for some reason, he's a bit reluctant. He's going to the head of the goal square. The lead is out. Well,
too easy.
Jed Potter.
It's in between 3 Bannockburn players.
You're right, Laurie. 3 Bannockburn players surrounded him. He put the 2 hands up, and I tell you what, he's playing some sort of a game, Jed Potter, so far.
8 kicks for Jed Potter.
He's got the ball 25 metres out directly in front, and the opportunity to certainly score for the Corio side. He's done just that. He's kicked the goal and brings Corio within 2 points. So that's a very good goal for Jed Potter. Mark unopposed, shouldn't happen. 3-2-20. Bannockburn 3-4-22. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, it's good play from the centre bounce as well. Gene Scott got the ball out, got down there and a finish up with Potter, but when the ball went in there, I think that you wouldn't be able to do that in the finals. Let the ball go in there like that. Oh, blimey, they're not switched on.
Lacking a bit of pressure, I think. Let's hope that changes, as I said. But look, to credit to Corio, they've worked hard. They've got the ball in quickly and got a goal. Ball's rebounced in the centre of the square, but it's picked up by Hayes from the tap down. Clark's over the top of the ball with strength, tries to force his way through. 2 or 3 players come in and tackle him, but it's going to be going back to the umpire. We haven't gained much ground. We're nearly in the centre of the ground still.
Dale, are they missing any midfielders, Bannockburn?
Oh, Troy Colliger makes a difference in there. BJ Harding's probably another one. But, and you miss that run of Aaron Brim off the half-back line as well. Just clean. But he's been playing on ball. Ball's recommenced and Melbourne picks up the ball. He comes out to the centre wing and kicks the ball forward. Alistair Woods in position to take the mark. Nearly takes it one-handed, works hard on the ground. Picked up, handballs over the top to Dave Resninger. Resinger's over the top, goes to Perkins. He comes back on his left, tackled by 2 or 3 Corio players. Ball comes back to Winston. he clears short back to the centre half back position. Williams takes the mark and plays on, goes wide, gets over the top of Hinkley, but picked up by Cullen. Cullen to Bowman with a short lead by O'Toole, but it's too strong and it's found Shaw. Shaw relieves some pressure for the Bannockburn side, comes out wide to the wing to Woods, goes backwards to Reek. Reek picks the ball up. Now he kicks forward. Lewis in the centre of the ground takes the mark. Now he drops what he should have taken probably. Then the ball's fed by Scott, goes forward. Duncan tries to attack the ball, but Nevada Cornwall cleans up. Comes back on his right foot. Again, chipping the ball forward. Goes short for Potter. Over his head. Picked up by Bingham it is. Goes back to the Cornwall by foot. A short kick. Good pressure with a lot of tackling, but it comes out again to Williams. Williams short again. Goes into O'Toole. Kick smothered once again at the front of the pack. Potter works hard to pick the ball up. Shaw coming the other way, tries to knock him over, but doesn't miss. Now it's come out wide by Gibbs, and it's found Chris Campbell. He runs onto the ball. He's got to pick the ball up, but pressure from Lewis, and the ball will go out of bounds. No, it's still in play. Barry O'Toole. That he'll get some polish to this quality bit of play here, I think. Comes back on his left foot, goes back to find Kane Hayes, just beyond the 50-metre zone. He goes forward again, it goes wide, and Cullen has slipped forward, and he has marked the ball in the forward pocket, 20 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Matty Cullen with an opportunity here to put the Corio side in front.
Usually a goal kicker too, Matty Cullen, so not a long way out. 20 metres.
That's all he beat. Comes in, looking to push the ball forward and has a shot for goal. Umpire has not moved, and it's gone straight over the head of the umpire. That's another goal to the Corio side. And it's a good goal there, Matthew Cullen. His first for the afternoon, Corio's fourth. We've now gone 8.5 minutes. For the second quarter Raiders bingo scoreboard sees Corio move to 4-2. They lead the Bannockburn side 3-4.
Just Bannockburn need to find something, Laurie, because
just
at the moment Corio dominating.
It's going to have to come from a guy like Clark, I think, or somewhere in the middle there, or maybe whack Woods in there just to get him going.
So ball back in the middle. Umpire about to bring it into play once again. Scott winning the tap down to Williams. Williams eludes a couple of tackles, gets a handball to Mostert, comes back to Bingham. Bingham can't get clear. That's a bit better, Bannockburn. A bit more pressure on the ball carrier there. Finally, the handball comes to Campbell. He gets it out wide. Who's out there? Watts. Ball doesn't bounce kindly. Bowman with pace. Gee, that'll be a good contest. Bowman tapped it along the ground by foot. In the way at half-back was Burley. He chips it back to centre wing. That's better. Lewis took the mark this time. Dropped one he should have taken a moment ago and probably allowed the ball to go forward. Nobody on the mark, so decides to run on. All of a sudden, he's find Mostert in his way. Now the umpire's pinged him. Oh,
bit rough.
Oh, I reckon that was a pretty ordinary decision, but Mostert gets the free kick centre wing, goes forward in front of the social club here. Potter missed the mark, but he butters up handball to Bowman. Bowman into the open goal, and that's another one for Corio to off the boot of Michael Bowman. Good play again, Jed Potter, and extends the Corio lead. 5-2-32, leading Bannockburn 3-4-22. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, almost 10 minutes gone.
Yeah, it was a good goal and a good bit of play there. They queuing up for it. There's no doubt about that. They're playing. They've got a sniff, I think. Playing very well. Williams is getting a bit of the ball.
So it's hard to find where Bannockburn are going to get a spark, particularly around the middle of the ground. I think Scott's winning in there, Dale, at the moment.
Yeah, no, he is. He makes a bit of a difference. That Dorber hasn't been in for the first couple of bounces, but he's back in there now. They've taken Dando off. But Bannockburn side need to find something here with the ball thrown up again. Dorber gets a small tap forward, but it's picked up by the Corio side. Kane Hayes running behind, takes the handball and goes wide looking for Gundry. He's got the ball now on the half-forward flank, goes left, then right, comes back, steadies himself, and again looking forward short, and he finds O'Toole. Just inside the 50-metre zone, I suspect, and that kick may have only just travelled the required distance, but Mark O'Toole.
Mark O'Toole's been presenting, Dale, but their kicking to him hasn't been all the best. That was a much better effort.
Yeah, as long as he keeps presenting, that's the main thing. As long as he doesn't get too frustrated by it, eventually it'll all turn out. But he's trying to go short again, and this time he finds Williams. Another short kick from the Corio side puts Williams well and truly in kicking distance here. He'd be 30 metres out. Probably not the right side for a left footer, but Williams is a skillful player.
He's had 5 kicks.
Will look to be putting this ball through. Williams comes in now. Comes in. Kicks on its way. Hasn't made the distance. Gone to the goal square. It's punched forward. Cleaned up by Dorber with a punch forward. Gibbs takes the ball, takes a man bounce and goes out to the half back line. Melbourne takes the mark. Now he goes back, settles down, goes forward again. A long kick forward. Shaw's pushed forward. He's there by himself and a good strong mark by Shaw. Gets a handball to O'Shannessy but hasn't hit the target. A poor disposal there, and now he's got to work for it back again. It's picked up by Scott. Handball's over the top to Cornwall. His handball is cleaned up by Melbourne. Ball's gone forward again. Shaw's been pushed forward by the looks of things to get something going. Comes wide to Woods, who's going backwards but misses the ball. Corio player of the ball, and it's picked up now by Cornwall again. Oh, it's Seekers, and he gets a clearing kick out wide towards the boundary line. Half back line for the Bannockburn side into attack, but it's gone over and out of bounds. We'll have another throw in. Bannockburn into attack.
I suppose, Laurie, when you get into a situation like this, the Bannockburn side almost could get into panic mode.
Oh, that's right. That can well happen.
Lucky there's a delay in play.
Back, Fred. So the ball half forward flank for the Bannockburn side on the eastern side. The ball about to come back in with the boundary umpire, Dorber. He gets the tap this time into the path of Clark. Clark picks it up, runs into a tackle, gets a handball to Woods. Woods can break the tackle, gets the ball to the goal square for Bannockburn. Shaw tries to pick it up. He's immediately tackled. Numbers there with Corio. They've got back in good effort there. Comes out by Mostert, looking for and finding Cornwall. There's a look like a high tackle to Cornwall, but allowed to play on. Now the ball's thrown out that half forward flank. Gee whiz, there's a fair bit of it's impossible to call. The ball's getting thrown out. It's almost like a rugby scrum. Finally, Watts gets the ball. The ball goes towards the full forward position for the Bannockburn side. Wishart, he can't control the footy. Comes to Woods, he can't control it either. Now he puts a good tackle on the ball carrier, and the ball 20 metres out from the Bannockburn goal. I don't think the umpires have got whistles today for some reason. They're not paying too much. And the ball now put in the air. Up high there was O'Shannessy. Gets the ball down, but in defence, the Corio side get the ball back to half-back flank, but in the way there is Rick for Bannockburn. Takes the chest mark. Now he's called to play on. Where's he going to go? Goes very, very wide. And mark taken out there.
Wishart.
It is Wishart. Pretty hard to see from this angle. He needs to bring the ball back into the corridor. That's what he's done. And now there's a whistle on play again. Player going for the ball was Hayes, infringed with, and has got the free kick. Goes towards the centre half back position. Potter takes the mark, plays on quickly, goes towards the wing position. Watts dropped the mark, recovers quickly. A little short chip has found Campbell. Campbell on half forward flank, and that's a better kick. He's found Woods on this occasion. Woods has a player leading in the full forward position, and that's a much better passage of play there from the Bannockburn side. It's ended up in the arms of Walker, who led from the goal square, and much better cohesion, Laurie. That was more like the Bannockburn we thought we knew, and they've moved the ball very quickly.
Yeah, well, they certainly need a result from this one.
So
6-pointer.
It is Walker now, man on the mark, 20 metres out, slight angle, and Walker now moves in. It's a low skimming kick. I think it looks okay as player trying to jump up and touch the footy was Ince, but it is a goal. It's off the boot of Austin Walker, and it starts to bring Bannockburn back. They're only a few points behind there. 4-4-28, Corio 5-2-32. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes gone. Cal, you've got some scores there.
I have, Eric. Let's go Inverleigh, 2 behinds, trail North Geelong 6-7-43. East Geelong 1 goal 2-8. Trail Werribee Central's 4-9-33. Bellpost Hill 7-5-47 to Belmont Lions 2-2-14. Geelong West 7-4-46. Winchelsea 3-1-19. And wait for this one, quarter time, Anarchy 8 goals 4. 52 lead Thompson 2-1-13.
Oh!
Upset of the round. There we go. And the ball's come back into play, and we've come forward by Ince. He kicks the ball in towards Barry O'Toole. Gibbs comes over the top and spoils, but it's cleaned up by Mark O'Toole this time. Swings back on his left, and a casual kick at goal, and he's put it straight through the middle of the goals. Mark O'Toole for his first goal of the afternoon, and a quick reply to the Corio side. 16.5 minutes, second quarter. Raiders bingo scoreboard sees Corio move on to 6 goals, 2. They lead the Bannockburn side 4 goals, 4.
So that was vintage Mark O'Toole.
Yeah, it definitely was.
It was definitely quality stuff, wasn't it? Sold the dummy, back on the left foot and straight through the middle of the big sticks.
Maybe this powerful westerly wind, I think he could have been kicking with it, do you think?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, you hope.
You hope.
But, gee, that was a terrific response there from Corio, Laurie, wasn't it? And that's just what good sides do. When a team scores, when you can answer them immediately.
Yeah, that's a great goal. They keeps them well in the game while they're in front at the moment, but they're playing very well, Corio. I don't know how they got beat last week. What happened out there, I wonder?
Well, I was talking to Darryl Bissett before the game. He felt that one quarter let them down, the third quarter in the game, and we often say it's a premiership quarter, and he was very disappointed in the loss.
Number 6 for Bannockburn, Smithy.
Watts.
That's Watts, who normally wears number 40.
Yeah.
So the ball almost back into the middle. 17.5 minutes gone in an intriguing second quarter with Corio at the moment taking the honours. They've kicked 5 goals to 2. So they've assumed the lead as the ball goes up. Scott again, down to Williams, and that was sort of vintage stuff. Woods in the middle for that ball up, and he can't take the ball away. Picked up by Lewis, he's immediately tackled, and the umpire has put the whistle on play when the players do untangle themselves.
Gee, that was great. Scott Williams was great. He just took his eye off the ball.
So that time Dorber got the tap down for Bannockburn. Running onto it is Watts. He can't control it. Numbers of Corio. They've got terrific numbers making the ball their object as Mostert goes to full forward. In front was Mark O'Toole again. And I guess poor defence, Dale. You and I both played in defence. If you don't put the fist into it, you're never going to spoil the fella.
Yeah, no, look, he had good position there, and he just held the player underneath the ball a bit. I held him out of the position of the ball, and Bully couldn't get his fist to it. So Mark O'Toole, that last goal, maybe a bit of confidence for him.
Yes, and within the last minute, he's kicked the goal. As the man on the mark now, 35 metres out, near enough to directly in front. Will probably need to fire for the right-hand goalpost, but I'll tell you what, he's not going to make the distance, and that's unusual for Mark O'Toole. But I guess he's been out of the game for a long time, and now the ball's cleared by Van Ingen, way out towards centre wing, and there's Woods, takes the mark, gets the free kick, anything you like, and plays on quickly. Goes towards centre wing where Watts has made good position. Bannockburn, this is looking a bit better for them. 19 minutes gone, back into the corridor. I question that because there's a hope of Corio players there. And the punch has gone forward for Bannockburn, however. At the drop of the footy, there's Mostert. He can't get to the footy. Just inside the field of play, the field umpire said it's not going anywhere. So we'll put the ball in the air. 19.5 minutes gone, second quarter. Corio 6-2, leading Bannockburn 4-4.
Bannockburn on the far side of the ground here, or the club room side of the ground, just into attack. Ball thrown in the air. Dorber, Scott gets a quick hand to the ball, but it's tapped forward. But the quick tackle there. Umpire's quick on the whistle this time, and it's a good bit of play to ball up again. We still haven't moved from that same position. Ball's now back in the air. Ruckman go out again. Dorber, a large leap, gets his hand on the ball. Picked up by Hinchcliffe. His quick kick over his shoulder goes forward. Knocked forward by Watts, but it's cleaned up by Laurie, who goes back out. But Hinchcliffe intercepts the short kick to Williams. And Hinchcliffe now has the ball, comes back towards the centre-half forward position. O'Shannessy in front, and a good juggling mark there, I suppose it was. Takes a good strong mark, and he's looking to move the ball quickly. Sees Wishart pushing forward. He's got in strong opposition there from Ince, and it was good play there because he didn't take his eyes off the ball. He kept his eyes on the ball. That time it was tremendous. And the ball's now in a deadlock situation.
Corio player a bit lucky there.
I think they've
just
had a couple
inside the 50
around there, actually.
Yeah, early on that last bit of play, I agree. There's probably a couple there, but you know, 2 or 3 numbers at the ball. That's good for see the Corio boys there doing that. Ball's run up, and O'Shannessy wins possession, taps the ball to Clark, and he's been held or pinged for holding the ball. Getting a bit of attention there from the Corio player, and Bennett picks the free kick up. He goes wide and backwards into the back fine and finds Laurie. Laurie, true back pocket position, comes wider, looking for Mostert. Watts runs onto the ball, tries to keep it in play, but it's gone over the boundary line. And again, on the half-forward line for the Bannockburn side, we're going to have a throw-in.
That's developing, Laurie, into a very good one-on-one tussle, Mostert and Watts out there.
Yeah, they certainly are. You know, I think Watts is the one that's got to try and break his shackles there, and as I call it, the W's for Bannockburn, the Watts and the Woods, if they can get moving, I think that can turn the game.
Ball thrown back into play. Clark coming through is tackled without possession of the ball, and this time he will win the free kick. Cornwall, the offender in this case. Damien Clark, half-forward line just inside the 50-metre zone.
Very congested, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of Corio players prepared to push back here, fill up the holes, but he goes long towards the goal square. Woods is obviously the target, but a good strong mark there by Jed Potter. It was again.
Yeah.
Handballs off quickly to Kane Hayes. Hayes comes forward, handballs forward now. Goes to Cornwall. Cornwall at centre half back, runs forward again. Short kick, not a good kick. Comes to Duncan. Duncan doesn't take possession of the ball. Hinkley knocks the ball forward. Campbell overruns the ball. Comes back and it's picked up by Gundry. Short hands to Williams. He gets around the oncoming Bannockburn player. Goes backwards to Bingham, who chips the ball wider for Mostert. Mostert, Bain takes possession. Centre wing. Long kick forward. Bowman's going to be the target here. Over the top. Sweeps the ball from behind. Booley runs with the ball, keeps the ball in play. Now he looks for someone further down the field. No option, so he tries to dribble the ball along the ground, but it's picked up by Bingham. Goes back into the goal square. O'Toole in front, but a good spoil from Gibbs from behind. Ball's now cleaned up by Duncan, who taps the ball back. Picked up by Gibbs. Handball to Booley, to Duncan. Out further to Melbourne. Short kick out wide to finds Clark. Clark by hand to Hinkley. Hinkley on the true wing position. Kicks the ball forward. Walker comes at it. Potter intercepts. Cleaned up by Corio. Jules chipped back towards the centre. Bingham runs onto the ball. Dorber from behind just gets hand on him but doesn't bring the tackle down. Now it's back with Duncan at centre half back. A strong tackle from behind by O'Toole brings the play to the ground. Williams cleans up the ball. Goes long to the goal square. No one back but Dan Gibbs, and he takes a strong relieving mark there. Kicks the ball wide. Finds Chris Campbell. Back pocket position. Wishart makes play further up the ground, but he's ignored. Goes to the big fouler in Dorber. Dorber against Kane Hayes. No hands on ball, but Kane Hayes again at ground level. Cleans up. Comes back on his left foot. Looking for O'Toole again. The Gibbs over the top, doesn't take possession. Gundry on the left foot, sneaks through another goal for the Corio side. And Troy Gundry has got a bit of a purple patch going here. He's kicked his second goal for the quarter. And the Corio side now at the 23.5-minute mark. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard lead 7-2 to Bannockburn 4-4.
Yeah, once again, they had the numbers there, Cryer. And, if it didn't go to Grundy, he was going to go to one of the other two guys there. And there was a nice goal. He swung around with his left foot, kicked the goal. He's been a very good player for the Cryer side today. So they've got given some cheek out there. There's no doubt about that.
So it's a very good quarter for Corio, Laurie. They're making the play. They're flooding back in numbers, but they're prepared to run forward. They've got the pace. They've got the ability so far.
Well, Hayes, he's been very good out there. The number 5 boy out there. He's good in the first quarter, good in the second quarter. His pace is certainly worrying them.
And he usually uses the ball pretty well. If you're getting it and can use it, you're going to create some havoc. But the umpire back in the middle, 24.5 minutes gone in this second quarter. As the umpire moves to the circle, puts it in the air once again. Dorber and Scott. Scott's done it most of the day, gets a tap down again, and that's where Corio are winning at the moment. The ball comes back to Potter, who's had a great day also. Looking for Barry O'Toole up forward, goes to Mark O'Toole. He taps it into the path of Barry O'Toole. If he picks it up, I'll tell you what, you can put your glasses down. Barry O'Toole runs into the open goal. He's kicked his first for the day. Fantastic tap on there from Mark O'Toole. But that's the 8th goal for Corio, 8-2-50. Leading Bannockburn 4-4-28. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard just gone past 25 minutes.
Yes, great goal that. A great team goal. There's no doubt about that. No, they're really playing well, the Corio side. And once the O'Tooles get in the action, Eric,
especially up forward,
we don't have the pleasure of seeing Ricky play anymore, but we have seen it over the years. Ricky, Mark, and Barry. But yeah, Mark and Barry, very good players.
Ball's back at the centre of the ground now. Bannockburn will probably need to get something organised now for the later part of this quarter, but Corio, to their credit, have kept their momentum going this quarter and are playing good football.
The ascendancy of Scott in the middle has been a big part of it, though.
Yeah, look, it does make a difference in any game of football, Eric. I think if your ruckman's getting first hand of the ball and they're getting that quick kick, just to get the ball forward makes a hell of a difference, because you can get players, it creates a bit of an opportunity for yourself, and a bit of luck, as you said, you create a bit of luck, and that's what's happening at the moment. They're getting the ball forward quickly and
he's had
running through.
10 clearances there, 10 hit-outs.
Yeah.
the big
Laurie,
fellas, Gene Scott.
what do Bannockburn do at this stage? Like they're falling further and further behind.
I don't know, Eric. They'll go back in half time and get a bit of a serve, I think, from the coach. There's no doubt about that. Jed Potter's a guy that's causing a bit of a problem for Bannockburn. He's prepared to run.
It's good to see him playing good football too, and that's a good thing for the Corio side. Ball's thrown back in the centre of the ground. This time Dorber over the top, but Kane Hayes wins possession, reads the ball well. Handball comes out to Bingham, who kicks the ball again forward, but in front Matthew Lewis takes the mark. It's just inside the 50-metre zone. He's called the play on now, have to go left and right, gets around the players on the mark, and kicks the ball long towards the half-forward line for the Bannockburn side. Woods up over the top, but a good strong mark there in defence by Laurie, and he's played a fair game too.
Yes.
And he rings the ball short, goes into the centre of the ground, and Davey Bingham takes the mark. He comes wider to the wing, and we've got Barry O'Toole on the lead. Intercepted there by Dan Gibbs, Mark O'Toole. Dan Gibbs takes possession toward the boundary line, picked up by Ince. Handballs back to O'Toole. He's tackled from behind. Now it's with the Corio side, and Clark's got possession of the ball. But it's good play there from Matthew Wade, it is, yes, on the ground. And he's working hard at ground level. Ball's in a congestion. Players who will come in, and that's that. The umpire says it's time. Time for the ball to be thrown up, and I'll take it. Hayes again interchanged with Cullen. And Ford coming on the ground for O'Toole. Ball's in the air, back with the well. Lance Melbourne picks the ball up, looking for a handball, feeds it out backwards, finds Lewis. He goes on his left foot, and a quick kick forward, goes over the top of Walker. Alistair Woods runs onto the play. What'll he do? Has a look, shapes up with his left foot, goes towards the goal square, but Osikas playing in front has taken the mark and relieves pressure. Comes wider, back to the half-back line. Mostert picks up the ball. He's in the half-back line, and kicks around the corner, looking for Bingham again, and he takes the mark. Just inside the boundary line. Just in the half-back flank there for the Corio side. Chips the ball back towards the centre. Watts intercepts the play. Not a good kick. Puts the Corio player under possession, under pressure. Watts is looking for some options. Goes back to Chris Campbell by hand. And he's... that wasn't a good option. I think he's hurt, young Campbell, too. Ball's now kicked up by Matty Cullen. Picks the ball forward. Hinkley tries to spoil, but it comes to Williams, who's confronting the square to the pack. Chips the ball over the top. Gundry takes a mark. Goes quickly by foot to the centre half-forward position with Bowman there with... Van Ingen, but the ball comes down to him, and a quick kick forward. Barry O'Toole has marked the ball. He'd be 20 metres out and directly in front here.
Corio hurting Bannockburn on the rebound loss, aren't they?
They are, Eric, and their decision making is better than Bannockburn's too. They're going to the right people, and that helps when you're playing footy. And they're looking for Grundy every time they get a chance.
Barry O'Toole comes in. It's a good kick off the boot, and that's straight through the middle. And that's his second goal for the quarter, and that's Corio's ninth. 29 minutes, just crossed over. Corio lead 9-2. Bannockburn 4 goals for second quarter Raiders bingo scoreboard.
So 2 in a row, Laurie, to Barry O'Toole. That spells danger signs for Bannockburn. But you look at the body, the body language of the Bannockburn players coming on and off the bench at the moment. Gee,
it doesn't look good.
They don't look inspired at all, do they?
They found a flat spot. They'll need to do something definitely at half-time to get themselves back into this contest, if at all. But Corio aren't letting down at this time.
So you have a look at the match-up on centre wing now. Got Jed Potter at about 6'1" on young Campbell about 5'0". Even the match-ups, they're struggling to get those right.
Ball's back in the centre of the ground. Umpire to start play. Game, we've got Dorber and Scott in the ruck. Ball's thrown in the air. Both ruckmen jump well. Scott wins possession, comes out to the wing, and Melbourne takes it. He's tackled. Ball's run forward. Eldridge picks up the ball, goes wide, and it goes to... Wade it was again. Barry O'Toole coming out, presenting well. Comes back on his left foot, goes to the hot spot. And Bingham runs into there, but spoiled. Picked up by Dando. Goes wide. Watts running towards the ball with Mostert. He's in front, Watts. Can he get round him? Comes back on his left side, which is his favourite side. Short kick in towards the centre, but it goes over the top of Hinchcliffe, and Scott takes possession of the ball. He now swings the ball back to the centre of the ground. Melbourne has a chance to spoil, and he does. Nevada Cornwall's going backwards then, and the ball's kicked forward, finds Wishart. He's missed the play. There's a big collision of players. There's a big 2-on-1 here. All I got to do is knock the ball forward from Bannockburn. Goes forward to Walker, but good play from Laurie, and he takes the ball through for a 1 behind. And it's a rush behind the Bannockburn side. They now move to 4-5. They trailed Corio 9-2.
So a golden opportunity went missing there for Bannockburn. The ball brought back into play. It's a good kick from Laurie has found Williams. Williams plays on quickly, has a bounce, then kicks the ball towards centre half forward. Numbers back there with Bannockburn. The whistle's gone, and the free kick in the marking contest will go to Bannockburn, and they go wide. Got Perkins out there on his own. He just chips it short, looking for and finding Dorber. Dorber, the awkward kicking style, goes towards half forward. Mark not taken by O'Shannessy. Ball comes to ground. Corio pretty happy in trying to take the ball toward the boundary, and that's what they have done. And it's a half forward flank for Bannockburn. Almost 32 minutes gone, so be very close to half time here. And to say Bannockburn need a goal would be an understatement at the moment, but the throw-in went to Scott. Beautiful tap to Potter, and away goes Potter. Control kick off the outside edge of the foot. Unfortunately, Bingham can't take the mark, but he battles on at ground level, gets the ball to Scott. A little left foot kick, not 15, said the umpire. David Bingham taking the mark, back into the corridor. They seem to have players to kick to all the time. Cullen takes the mark, now goes long towards half forward, coming out strongly on the lead. Gundry can't take the mark. Bowman picks up the crumb, goes backward to Mostert. He, can't control the footy. He's worried out of it, and there's good work there as the ball came to Duncan. Now it's over to Watts, back to Lewis. Now Bannockburn. Lewis gets corralled, but he gets away, and on the left foot goes towards the centre half forward position. But again, Laurie in the way and takes the saving mark for Corio. Corio holding sway, almost 33 minutes gone in the quarter. Must be very close to half time. Laurie now called to play on by the umpire, but that's it. The siren has sounded. It is half time in our GDFL match of the day here at Shell Oval, and the half time score reads Corio, the home side, 9 goals to 56, leading Bannockburn 4-5-29. Goal kickers for Corio, 2 each to Troy Gundry and Barry O'Toole. 1 each to Michael Bowman, Jed Potter, Mark O'Toole, Andrew Williams and Matt Cullen. Goal kickers for Bannockburn, 2 to Alistair Woods, all in the first quarter. 1 to Austin Walker and 1 to James